How's it going, guys? Welcome to another segment of whale watching with actual arena and real consequences and all that other jazz. So I actually had a poll up on my Twitter a couple hours ago, I want to say. I don't remember how many hours ago now. And by the time I upload this, it wouldn't make any sense anyway. Probably like half a day. Anyway, so I just asked you guys, like, what kind of content do you like seeing? Because I know what content I like making. I kind of like making all of it. Some of it's kind of frustrating. But it's really nice getting your guys' input. Like, maybe I'm doing too many summon videos in a row and I need some arena tossed in there. Maybe you guys like the whale watching part of tier 20 and not so much the, well, this is tier 19. The cutoff was way too high. There was no way I was going to stay in tier 20. But we'll be in it hopefully next week as long as these runs go well. But anyway, yeah, it was nice hearing from you guys, your input. It doesn't seem like there was any real love for like meme or theme teams, so I probably won't do those very much. I personally don't really like Arena Assault that much either, but I do like having Arena Assault in the backdrop while I'm discussing certain topics. There weren't a whole lot of votes for those, but then again, the survey only had about like 12 votes, which if we take into consideration, if we take into consideration my 310, I don't remember how many it was, 300 plus subscribers, 12 is not an accurate representation of that number, so I will include a second poll. It will be in the description, and you guys can just comment or like the option. I guess just comment, because you can't really like them. Just comment with your choices, or maybe you can create like a list of like preferred videos to least preferred or something like that, or even suggest new ideas. If you guys have ideas for stuff you want to see, as long as it's like not like send all your best units home kind of stuff, I'm down for that. I really am. Okay, so I think I talked enough. So we have a lot of characters. I'm not sure if they're Korean, Japanese, or Chinese, but there's an @ symbol, so that's kind of cool. And they are in tier 20, and we're gonna get a 710 if we can complete this without losing a unit. Okay, so I want to start off by pointing out that I have merged the Minerva we pulled for earlier. I merged the plus defense into the plus attack one, so our attack is now 55. It's amazing to see that. I'm not sure how I feel about this build. It's very generic. It's not the Fury Renewal build that I was running earlier, because it seemed like most people didn't really like it. I like this build, but mostly when she's in her flying team to really max out the boosts in attack and speed. But I'm also a little bit worried that the Fury build won't be able to secure as many wins against other units, even blues, like tankier blues. So I'm going with this build to try and get through their defenses. Now, you're going to see stuff that sticks out like right away with some of my builds. You're going to see that my Minerva is currently running Growing Flame. And I know those skills are bad, but in the arena, it turns out that it's not anything new. I just didn't like doing this. But it turns out that you get an additional amount of points with skills that cost more, right? The more expensive the skill, the higher your overall ranking might be, or they'll match you up with units that give you more. I didn't test this too much, but I did get some matches that gave me like 702, 704s before, and the second I added Growing Flame, and a few other skills. I'll show you guys the units I'm using for that. The other skills, I got a 710, so hopefully we can keep that score going, because getting into arena, into tier 20, not getting into arena, but getting into tier 20 might be harder as we go along. It's still relatively simple as long as you have high merges. I know free-to-play players might not like that, me saying that it's easy. It's not necessarily easy, but it's doable. Staying in tier 20, I want to say, and this might be like a joke to the whales, I find actually that it's particularly hard. But yeah, so we're using Woke Minerva and some questionable skills to try and increase our chances. She has Guidance 3 because I'm using her to kind of ferry my infantry units across, and I want to see how well it works. If it doesn't work that well, we can swap it out for maybe the Speed Seal, or maybe the Attack Seal, or Savage Blow. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see how well it does. You guys will get to see how well it does in a few minutes, or seconds, I guess. Okay. And then we still have Ike, the Polarizing Ike build. I'm still going to keep Swordbreaker 3. I know some of you said, it looks like it's even more like overdone now. But Aira and Mia just give him a lot of trouble, and their specials are so devastating. So I want to keep Swordbreaker just to ensure that he never gets run over. And I've given him Aether because Aether costs a couple more SP points, and it's kind of the same thing with Growing Flame. Just more SP cost equals higher matchup or whatever. And then my Lucina, you're going to see that a Brave Ike and a Nethany went into making her. This build is not optimal. I do not recommend it. It's actually kind of terrible. It makes her, for the most part, a kind of, how would you say, a enemy phase unit as compared to player phase. And without Fury, Wrath actually takes a while to proc because she's at 42 HP, which isn't that high, but it's high enough to kind of take a while. I gave her defense +3 because I kind of wanted to have a mixed approach. I wanted her to be able to attack, but also take some hits. Whereas I know close defense would probably be a little bit better. And after this match, we might switch over to close defense, see how it affects her score and everything. Close defense would give her 3 more defense, but only during the enemy phase. So I'd have to commit completely to letting her take hits, which in Arena is not something you want to do too much because dancers are a thing and Wings of Mercy is a thing. So if she fails to KO the unit on the counter hit, they will most likely get danced, or a unit will Wings of Mercy and finish her off. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. It's definitely not optimal. She's also running Aether for the same reasons I listed before. And these also cost more SP than her usual skills do. And then my Deirdre, just good old Enduring Love Deirdre. She is not running anything too out of the ordinary. Green Tonebreaker to make sure those Ninos don't double her, and Julia's. And attack +3 to hit a little bit harder. And yeah, nothing too wild there. I was going to give her Glacies, but I don't actually have any unit right now that I would want to give up with Glacies. I have a Felicia, but I want to keep Felicia because she's also Bae. And having to give up a Felicia, it just feels wrong. So yeah, we'll try out Glacies another time though. We'll see if it increases the score at all. Oh, I haven't even checked the opponents. Okay, so this is whale watching, but I talked more about my units. Okay, so we have a Shauna at +10. My goodness. And she is running a Fire Sweep Lance build that puts her attack at 57 with 44 speed. The speed is not actually 44 because she has a bunch of flyers, which I'm guessing are all running some kind of buffs. So she'll be swinging for a lot and really fast, so we gotta watch out for her. And she's also running Gale Force and Quick Impulse, which means this is gonna proc a lot faster. Luckily, she doesn't have Heavy Blade, so we don't have to worry about that. She is gonna hit a lot harder though. I didn't bring any tanky greens. I only have Deirdre, and she doesn't really tank. She kind of tanks magic only. So yeah, we're gonna have a hard time with this, and she can't double her either. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I should run Lancebreaker for these kind of units, but we'll see. And then we have Flyer Formation 3, which I find very curious. I think Hit and Run and Dragback are better, but maybe for defense, Flyer Formation is better. Next we have a Florina, also +10 with Water Blessing. My goodness. She is running Distant Counter and Blue Tonebreaker, which right out of the bat scream that this is a anti-mage build. She has 30 speed, which is questionable, but 43 res. Is going to make those blue and red mages just bounce off her. Red mages aren't too popular in the arena, but, you know, blue mages are, and she's definitely going to take care of them. She's got Distant Defense to push this over to about 49 without buffs. And she's running Aether and Rider's Bane. I'm guessing that Rider's Bane is increasing her res. Oh, wow. Okay, and her HP. Wow. I never thought I'd be kind of scared of a Florina. I know there's been a lot of love for her in the comments section, so this is pretty interesting. Then we have Tsubaki. So this guy is running a really interesting check to all units. He's running somebody who can check res, somebody who can secure one-hit KOs, and now we got the physical tank with that whopping 50 defense. My gosh. These numbers are starting to pop up more and more that I shouldn't sound surprised, but man, that is wild. And he is running Slaying Lance, not Slaying Axe. I know I got that confused in the last video. And they're going for the +4 defense, which is pretty helpful. They're also doing Fortress Defense, which reduces his already pitiful attack, and that's fine. Quicker Post 2, that's okay, because Quicker Post 3 is whatever. Threatened Attack is interesting. It makes this Bonfire gonna go off like He's going to swing for 25 off Bonfire alone. That is amazing. And Threat and Attack will probably push that higher. Then you have a Paula at +1. This, it's like, huh. Curious. All his other units, this is probably his work in progress. And she's running Wings of Mercy. Oh, okay, so we're going to keep an eye on this Paula, because she could ruin this whole run right now. She's also got Fury 3 to increase her bulk, Aether to increase her score, Ruby Sword to make her tank greens of any kind, and Gold Flyer. So it seems like she's hybrid support. She doesn't really excel at anything, and her stats kind of make her that way too. She's generalist, and she's running attack smoke. So yeah, it seems like she's really meant to kind of like tank, mix with attack, mix with like debuff. So yeah, she's really cool. Okay, enough of that. I shouldn't talk about the team that's about to probably run me over right now. All the lances look so cool. Okay, so luckily we have our Woke Minerva here, and Woke Minerva is going to be an answer to all three of these units. Maybe not Tsubaki, but she can definitely answer these two. Even with Life and Death, we still have a defense at 31, so that should be fine. Let's go ahead and move these guys around a little bit. Something like that. Now they're going to be able to glide right over the water, so we're going to need to be able to meet them and get to the tiles before they do. If they center around the water, we should be okay.
What should I do?
I'm going to hide behind Minerva, of course. Ike's going to go this way, and Lucina's going to go here. Lucina can also deal with a few of these. She's fast enough, and she has a lot of defense. So it shouldn't be too bad. What I'm really worried about is this Wings of Mercy Paula, who I don't know if she can one-shot my Minerva, but I don't really want to find out. Now, nobody else has Wings of Mercy, so if we can bait this... Yikes. Can't hit it. If we could have baited this Paula, we wouldn't really have a problem. Which I think we still can, actually. Yeah? I think we can. Alright, it won't be on the tiles, but she is running Ruby Sword, which will make her really weak to the counter hit. So we'll see how that goes. We'll bring Deirdre here and Minerva here, because it's probably going to get a little crazy over here. Hopefully I didn't make the wrong call. For those of you watching who like to comment on my lack of using assist moves, I did just use reposition, so I hope you're proud. Nobody's running drag back of any kind, thankfully. And then we took care of the only Wings of Mercy unit. Now, Shauna is the most vulnerable with 21 defense, but she has 44 speed, so we won't be able to double her. We'll only get about one swing in, which is worrisome. And she has flyer formation, which allows her to move, not anybody else. So we could just wait and tank. I think I'm liking that option because no one else is really going to be able to reach right now except her. He doesn't have Wings of Mercy. He has defense +1. Yeah, so let's go ahead and tank the Shauna, and we'll have Deirdre coming back in here. We'll also have Ike here to bait the other guys out. Oh, Fire Sweep. Oh, we can't even tank her. Good times. Man, what an oversight. That's alright. So Minerva's going to go ahead and come in here with that Hot Fire. Her Hot Claire. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am. Alright, so then there were two. And Tsubaki has surprisingly decent res at this high of a merge. 24, but it's still not going to be enough to survive a Deirdre hit. At least not two. And Ike will be used to bait them out, so I'll just kind of line everybody up. And then Deirdre is also doing a little bit of extra work in where she's debuffing these guys because they have pretty low res, so their speed is going to be really, really low. Even with triangle advantage, I'm a little bit worried about going up against this Woke Tsubaki, so that'll be interesting. Okay, that's pretty funny. I didn't actually think I'd get this special off, and there you go, guys. Growing Flame, new meta. Woo! Not like we needed it, but still kind of cool. Or maybe we did. Her health seemed to be actually pretty high. So Tsubaki's only going to be able to hit once, which should secure our win against his Bonfire. He doesn't have any other abilities other than Threat and Attack to make it harder to take him out. But Deirdre's going to be able to finish him off, no problem. Wow, we're only hitting for 8. Guys, I really actually think Growing Flame is saving me right now. Because this guy is not
What
taking
should I
any
do?
damage back. I mean, Deirdre, yeah, Deirdre can finish him off, but,
Yes.
you know, oh, well, he's hitting back for that hard damage. 0 times 2, and then he's going to do at least 20 off his special, and we're going to do 0 with Growing Flame. Growing Flame takes into consideration attack minus foes, defense, or res. Is it whichever is lower? That's interesting.
Orders.
Or whichever's, it
Orders.
must be whichever's higher then, because his res is lower.
Orders.
Okay.
I'll go
No,
with
we'll
you.
just use Deirdre. Forget it. You guys got to see Growing Flame, though, in action, so I thought that was pretty cool. Alright, and that takes care of that one. Got 28 medals. 2 swords left. Don't send. Okay, so we're gonna try a different seal on Lucina. We're gonna go ahead and give her the close defense seal, just to see if it works a little bit better than the defense plus 3. She'll be getting 10 defense on initiation, so that should be pretty cool. I really want to try Glacies on Deirdre. If I can find somebody with it, let's see real fast. If you guys hear a meow, it's just my cat. She's a little bit bored right now because I'm not giving her any attention. Glacies, 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 Glacies. Iceberg, Glacies. I don't know. She's kind of awesome in her own way. Do we have anybody else with Glacies? Oh, we have a couple of extra Felicias. I don't think it'll mind. It won't matter if we use this 4-star one. Sorry if this makes anybody upset. I do like Felicia. I do plan on building her. Give me some time, and you'll see. There's a lot of love for her and a lot of respect. She actually ruined one of my runs in the past. She almost took out my Ike. It was a very, very scary situation. I actually ended up losing that match too, so I guess it doesn't matter. Me losing an arena match? Whoa. That's news, huh? Let's see. Sorry, Felicia. It's okay. We have more of you. Oh, these are really that great. Yeah, we'll just give her Glacies. Okay, I think the SP cost is actually the same. 300, 300. I don't know. We'll see if it makes a difference. Okay, so we made 2 changes. We upped Deirdre's special to 4 to do a little bit more damage, and we swapped out Lucina's seal. Let's see if that changes our score. And 714. So it actually went up by 4. That is interesting. So we have another tier 20 opponent. It looks like they have a Ziggy Stardust, which is a little bit worrisome because this could be a horse team. And horse teams have great mobility. Hopefully we get a lot of trees. Some trees, I guess. Alright, so we have this Lynn, and she's currently debuffed thanks to Deirdre. Let's check her out though. Okay, plus 10 Brave Lynn. I guess we're just now in that era where this is just commonplace. At least at higher tiers. She's got Swift Sparrow 2, Sake's Blessing, and Attack Mode 3. I want to make sure I'm not going over time. Okay, we're okay. Then we got Ziggy Stardust. Wow! Oh man, I'm so jelly. Like, normally I look at these plus 10 builds and I'm like, that'll never happen. But looking at him right now, that's amazing. Plus a 58 attack, 36 speed. I mean, his other stats aren't too impressive, but 58 attack is amazing. And then being able to use Divine Turfing, I don't agree with this at all. I see why they're doing it. Disencounter and quicker posts to be able to counter squishy mages. But I really like Crusader's Ward a lot better. That's really cool. Go Ziggy. Then we have Anna, bonus unit with no A slot. New meta. Then we have a Ninian at +7. +7 Ninian. Okay. Almost there. Almost, not quite a +10, but almost there. She's got the HP and defense refined Lightning Breath. That's pretty cool. Dragon Fang, probably for points. Fury, Swordbreaker, curious. but I guess I get it. I totally get it. And fortified dragons. Maybe a different sea slot would be better there, and attack +3. Alright, so let's make sure, let's go over this now. So Zakai's Blessing can counter, and her attack +3. Attack +3. Oh, that's how you can get away with that. That's kind of cool. Okay, Swordbreaker, Zakai's Blessing, Advantage, and Quick Riposte. So let's go ahead and line these guys up a little bit. I don't really want it to come down to that, actually. Let's bait out the Ziggy Stardust, and then we'll have Lucina swoop in at some point. Yeah. Okay. We have to watch out for this Ninian. 1, 2, 3. She could end up dancing the Lin and then finishing off our run. So we're going to go ahead and put Lucina here. Unfortunately, this is kind of why I wanted the regular defense seal, because the close defense won't work for bows, and that's a little upsetting because I do like to use her to tank fast units like her. We'll actually leave Deirdre there, and then we'll slingshot her that way, like here. Move Deirdre over here, and Minerva right there. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so Anna's getting danced. That's curious. Can she even reach us? No, she can't. Interesting. Yeah, don't really know what was happening there. We can safely... Can we double her? No, we can't, but she has, like, pitiful defenses. So I have a feeling that sending over my, Ike will make short work of this. Yeah. Thank you, Ike. Thank you for carrying me. You carry me more than a guidance Minerva, it seems. Minerva's going to go ahead and try to run away, and she's going to be successful in that, which is very nice. I'm really hoping that the... Okay, I guess we can get away. She won't be able to reach, but she does have wing... Oh, she doesn't have Wings of Mercy. Oh, it's over. Alright. Ah, I was afraid of that. That's okay. We got Swordbreaker, so we're safe. And then this Anna's just gonna throw a wad of paper at him.
I won't let anyone die.
I guess that's true, because we haven't lost yet. This is very nice. This is kind of rare for me, to be honest. He has disencounter, but he doesn't have Vantage, but he does have enough to take her out. Just upsetting. Let's see if Lucina can get in here with a little bit of player phase action. And she does. Does a fair amount of damage, which is okay. She's in range. That's not good. And her resistance is not very high. We need to find a way to get Deirdre up here.
Okay.
I think that works. And we're attacking from a distance, so we're okay. Wow, 70. Ooh, that is more than we need, but I welcome it. I completely welcome it. Take her out, Divine Dragon. Rawr. Alright. Alright, so Minerva didn't get to do too much in this match, and that's okay. You know, they can't always be the star of the show. What are we at here? That might be a bit long. Okay, so we're at 20 minutes. I don't want to make this too long. And I also want to save some of these for the stream. But we're doing okay so far. Our little tweaking and experimenting is working out pretty nice. I really hope we don't lose the next 4. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. Definitely give me your suggestions. I love hearing you could have done this thing instead of that thing. You should build your unit this way. I love all of it. I just love that you guys still tune in. It's really awesome. I can't believe we are where we are right now with 300 subs. I might not seem like a lot to most channels, but that's amazing. And honestly, I never knew if I would get here, so that's awesome. Anyway, yeah, so thank you so much, guys. Yeah, take care. Bye.